I'm Rebecca and this is RebeccasRoadmap.com, and it is beginning of March, so it's time to get my power sheets out and figure out what in the world I'm doing for the month of March. If you watch my monthly goals report, you will find that February did not go so well. And quite frankly, I think let me flip back, but I think I had a whole lot of stuff on my list for February. By my list, I mean my tending list. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of stuff on the list for February. All right, so this, by comparison, is March's list. We're gonna go with the less is more for this month. But really, I am working on my daily habits for this month. I'm reading the book Atomic Habits, and I'll do a video on that when I get done with it. Actually, I'm listening to it on Audible at work while I'm working. Yeah, because it's kind of long. And I don't mind, I guess, sitting and reading books. I love to read, but when it's a little bit more technical, let's say, yeah, I found that listening to it while I'm doing something with my hands works a little bit better. So this encouraging words is actually a quote from Atomic Habits. It says, "You don't lack motivation, you lack clarity." So that's what I'm working on, clarifying my habits, I guess, or clarifying what I want to accomplish for the month of March. Yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. And my top priority is my emotional well-being, because February was a little rough, so I'm going to take care of myself and take the time I need, try to get myself back on track in the month of March, instead of, throwing out the baby with the bathwater or starting over from scratch. I'm just going to kind of give myself some grace, as Laura says, and try again for March. So that's why I have very few things on my list. Now, as I read the Atomic Habits and figure out how to change some of my bad habits into good habits, which I'll talk about here in a second, I may add some things to this list. But these are just the things that I absolutely want to accomplish. And the first one is getting a haircut. And this is important. And I'll tell you why this is important. Because having my haircut makes you feel better. If it's shorter, I actually will fix it instead of throwing it back in a ponytail like I'm doing right now. And it, since it makes me feel better, that just plays into my emotional well-being, which is one of my top priorities for this month. I'm also reading one of Julia Cameron's books. It was on sale for like $1.99 on Kindle. It's called It's Never Too Late to Start Again, which is kind of like her Artist's Way book, but for like people who are a little bit older, maybe kind of starting in their second career, which I'm kind of in the middle of that. I'm not like too old or too young, but it was $1.99, and I think it's a lot of the same stuff. So I'm reading that. And one of the things she has in there, like in the Artist's Way, is artist dates. So I want to make sure I have an artist date for this month. And I want to make sure to take my camera, because my husband bought me a new camera, not this past year, but the year before for Christmas, and I still haven't figured it out. So I think I need to just take it out and play with it. I am, we're working on our new house plan, foundation, what have you. Anyway, we're working on building a new house and getting plans and all that stuff. So I've figured out our budget, how much I can save towards building the house. So I just need to set up a bi-weekly, which is how I get paid, savings account, so that automatically goes out and I don't have to worry about that. And then the last thing I wanted to accomplish for my monthly action items is to clean off my nightstand, which will tie into my habit center, and I will tell you about that. Let's see. Weekly action items. I have got to exercise. Goes into emotional well-being, goes into physical well-being. I just need to do it. So I was thinking, you know, I'd really like to take dance lessons. So I was Googling around, and there is a guy who teaches group classes on Tuesday nights, and every month it's a different kind of dance. They're doing West Coast Swing right now. So I'm going to contact him and see how much that is, and see if I can talk my husband into going with me. And maybe that will be, you know, that's an hour of dancing. I think that's pretty good exercise. And then maybe another night I can do some yoga or some weights or something like that. So I'm going to approach my exercise that way, because January and February were not good for the exercising. Okay, and then I've been doing movie night with my husband on Wednesday nights, or sometimes we just read or whatever, but it's just a kind of hang out together night that we don't usually get during the week. And we usually make homemade pizza on that night. So I want to make sure I do that every week, because that's been working out pretty well. And since one of my husband's love languages is quality time, he considers that quality time. Okay, so down here for my habits are my daily action items. I want to start doing morning pages, which is from Julia Cameron. And that is why I want to clean my nightstand off, because it's quite frankly a mess. And I want to get a new tablet that I can use for morning pages. So you're supposed to do them like when you first wake up. So I want to have a tablet on my nightstand, so when I first wake up, I can just grab that and do my morning pages. Now, the second thing I have down here is morning drawing. So this is what happens. I get up, make the bed, you know, go to the bathroom, put my clothes on, hopefully put my makeup on and do that kind of thing. And then I have breakfast. And I usually read like some sort of fiction while I'm eating breakfast. So I want to try and change that habit to doing something like a sketching, morning drawing, something like that. So I'm just trying to replace the habit, because I'll sit there and read and I'll be late leaving the house for work. So I'm trying to replace that bad habit. Reading's not a bad habit unless you do too much of it, right? That bad habit with a habit that I actually want to do. I want to start drawing on a daily basis and increase my art skills. So we'll see if that works. And the other thing is 10:30 bedtime. If I can go to bed by 10:30, I wake up on time and I'm good and I have energy. But I usually end up reading, and then I'll get stuck in a book and I'll read too much. So I don't know what I need to do to trigger this bedtime. I know it's something that I want to happen. So as I said, I'm still reading about forming habits, and I'm trying to work on changing mine. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. So this is my kind of condensed, shortened version of my tinning list. These are the things that I want to make sure I take care of, like the bare minimum. So we'll see how it goes. So hopefully you guys had better February than I did, and hopefully your March will be wonderful. So if you're using Powersheets, leave a yes down in the comments below and let me know you're using them too. And if you're not, why not? Because I think they're wonderful. Yeah, I do. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really looking forward to coming up next month. We're having a clear the clutter. It's like a spring cleaning thing. So you kind of like do a goals revamp. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I could have maybe used that for this month, but instead I decided to pare down what I was doing. So good luck with your March goals. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And as always, I thank you very much for watching my videos. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.